Hi guys, today is Saturday. I hope everyone's day is off to an amazing start. Thanks so much for stopping in today, guys. As you guys saw, I just prepared the infamous salmon croquettes and they turned out beautifully. Oh my gosh, a nice golden brown, but I have not tried them yet. You guys saw that I used the Old Bay Salmon Classic Cake Mix. I shared this with you guys on last week. This was a suggestion from my mother-in-law. We're gonna see how it turns out. I was told that this is indeed the correct pack. I noticed on the back that this called for mayonnaise, half a cup of mayonnaise, and you saw that I did go ahead and add that. One of you said that you did add the mayonnaise to yours and it didn't affect the taste at all, so I went ahead and added that. I did add a little bit of sugar. I believe I added maybe 2.5 tablespoons of flour as well, some red bell pepper, a little onion, and egg, and that was it. So let's go ahead and give them a try. Again, though, I am quite pleased with the color. Nice golden brown. That's good. That is good. You guys saw that I didn't put any additional seasoning. That is good. Try this. Not sure what you guys are using in yours, salt, pepper, garlic, anything like that, but I think everything is in here. It says breadcrumbs, salt. Wow, it says an egg solid, spices including red pepper, thyme, and basil, onion, salt, and paprika. I'm gonna start buying that. So again, shout out to my mother-in-law for suggesting this. This is a hit. So I used 2 cans of the salmon and I was able to get 8 good sized croquettes out of those 2 cans. I did not remove the bones, as you guys saw. I did, however, drain the liquid off. But the bones, you know, they're a great source of additional calcium. And they're super soft, so they broke down. So, I'm going to sit here this morning, chat with you guys, and enjoy that. I have my coffee this morning. Last night, I had a dream. And I want to share that dream with you guys today. You guys are my ride or dies. I have started incorporating you guys into my prayers. I pray for each of you as a group every day when I wake up and every morning before I go to bed. But I'm gonna cut, it has to stop there, okay? You guys are now encroaching over into my dreams. So this is my dream. On last week, you guys know that I had a great partnership or collaboration with POSHMARK, and I listed some things over on my POSHMARK, right? I did not list a whole lot, but the things that I did list, you guys snagged them up, okay? So that was true. That is actual part of the dream, but it actually happened. Now, so in the dream, I woke up the next day after everything was gone on the POSHMARK, on my POSHMARK page, and I packaged everything up. But I woke up the next morning and I went into my closet and I saw an item still hanging in my closet. It was the Zara pants. You guys, if you bought from this particular sale, you know that I sold everything in a set. If you ordered the shirt, you got the bottoms with it. I think it was a Zara set, an Adidas set. There was a knit top and pants, and then there was a knit top and skirt. And everything was sold together like that. But when I checked my closet in my dream, which felt so real, the pants were hanging in my closet. And Eric dropped everything off for me at the post office. And I was like, babe, did you mail the Poshmark stuff? And he was like, yeah. And I said, well, why are the pants in here? And it was, Judy, you ordered the Zara set. So your shirt was mailed, but the pants were still hanging in the closet. And I was just in a frantic fit. And I was like, babe, I packaged it up. How come you didn't mail her pants? And he said, oh yeah, when I got to the post office, she said that you had packaged it wrong and she could only let you mail the shirt. So I just brought the pants back. And I was like, you didn't tell me? You just brought the pants back and hung them in the closet, and Judy's sitting around probably thinking, you know, I've shortchanged her. She paid for the shirt and the pants and she only got the shirt. How come you didn't tell me? So I don't know what happened after that. I just woke up from my dream and I had a complete headache, and I went straight to the closet to make sure those pants were not in there. So that's it. Y'all are gonna have to stay out of my dreams. Judy, I love you, girl, but that's where we're gonna cut it off yet. We're getting too friendly around here on the channel. All right, I'm gonna pray for y'all, and that's where we're gonna have to leave it, because when I tell you, I woke up just in a fit that morning. So that was my dream. It was just really weird. You guys will have to leave a comment below. Let me know just the craziest dream that you guys have had here as of late. I think, you know, sometimes when you're stressed during the day, those stresses kind of manifest themselves in your dream. So yeah, that was my dream. All right, so moving right along, as I take another bite here of my salmon croquettes, please leave a comment also. Let me know if you would have done anything differently here. So I want to share with you a few things that I've picked up here lately. But I want to start with this guy right here. Can I see that? This is pampas grass, guys, that I cut from my front yard and have used it to kind of accessorize my kitchen and my guest bathroom downstairs. And I was looking online trying to find pampas grass that I could again accessorize the house with, and the prices were ridiculous. And it just dawned on me that I could go out to the front yard, cut this, and have it here in the house for free. So what you want to do is, if you have pampas grass growing in your yard, you want to, you know, cut it off of the big plume bush that it's growing on. I have about 5 of these in my yard, and I planted them myself when we first moved into the house years ago, and they are just magnificent right now. So you want to make sure when you cut them off, you want to take them and shake them out and get some of the little feathers and plumes to drop. You don't want to shake all of them out, of course, because that is what, you know, those feathers and little plumes, that, you know, they give them this really pretty shape. So you just want to shake out a few of them, and then you want to take, there's an outer stem on here. You want to go ahead and peel that back, and if yours are damp, then you want to hang them upside down for maybe about a day or so, and then they'll dry out. You take you some hairspray that kind of locks the shape in place, and you are left with this. Absolutely adore this. And the good thing about the pampas grass is that, at least here in my area, it grows year round. I'll split the screen here and share with you some of the places I checked when I was initially looking to buy this, and it's just crazy what this was selling for. You know, something that you can just grow out in your own yard. So just wanted to share that. So next up, sticking with the theme of kitchen, I recently purchased these salt and pepper grinders from Amazon. I think they are just the cutest. They're simple, but I think they add a really great statement over in the kitchen. You guys know that I am a firm believer in not cluttering up the countertops in the kitchen. You want to have that space there to show off your beautiful countertops, and also you need food, an area that's free of clutter so that you can prep your meals and things like that. So I absolutely love these. They're simple. I think they'll add a great little pop of dimension to my countertops. And I also picked up this little wooden tray here to kind of have them housed on. So really cute, loving these. As always, I will have all of the links for everything below. So next up are these cutting boards. I really needed some new cutting boards. I needed some that were going to be smaller in size. I have some really big cutting boards, but you know, like if you're just trying to cut up a lemon or a small piece of something, you don't want to pull out the huge cutting boards, because now it means you have to, you know, spend a lot of time cleaning a huge cutting board when you only needed a little corner of it. So I ordered these cute little Petite cutting boards, and they are perfect. I love that they have the little pulls on here. Can you guys see that? And so they kind of tell you what that particular cutting board could be used for. This one is the cutting board that I would use if I'm going to cut up some meat. This one, if you are going to cut up some seafood, it has a little fish right there. And there are two more cutting boards here, one for vegetables, and then there's one for fruit. Well, this is the one for fruit. The one for vegetables I used a little bit earlier when I was cutting up the bell pepper and onion. And then you get a little neat little small pack. There are what, 4 of these. Just really handy, like I said, if I want to cut up a lemon or a lime and place, you know, in some, you know, some water. And I love that they come with their own little container here. On the bottom, it's vented, so if you're going to wash them, you can place it back in here and just let it kind of drain and air dry. So loving these. Next up, I ordered these volumizing hair root clips. They're just basically little hair rollers. So what I have been doing with these, this is what they look like. You guys see I have short hair now. By the way, thanks so much guys for all the love regarding my hair, my new cut. So you just take them and it enables you to have a little bit of volume in the top of your hair, hence the name, volumizing hair root clip. And you don't have to worry about using a flat iron or curling iron, anything like that that's going to damage, you know, your hair. I don't want to have to, you know, pull out a little curling iron every day. So what I do at night when I'm getting ready for bed, I'll take this and I'll place it in like that. Several little places in my hair where I want to have a little bit of lift. Like I said, you just open it up like that, take it, and I turn it up just a little bit like that. It looks crazy, but it actually does work. I leave it in maybe 30, 40 minutes or so, just however long it takes me to, you know, wash my face and, you know, things like that. And then I will say too, it helps when you have just a little bit of product in your hair. And then so when I feel I've left them in long enough, I will, you know, remove them. As you can see, there's a little bend there. See that? And then I just, you know, wrap my hair, and then the next morning it, you know, it has these little spiky, piecey looks, waves to it. I don't know, but yeah, loving these. And those were purchased from Amazon, not expensive at all. I only ordered 1 pack. In the pack you get, let's see, 2, 4, 6, you get 6. And I only use about 4, so that's plenty for me. I put some here in the top, like I said, and maybe a few, you know, back there in the back. So yeah, loving those. On last week, I shared with you that I was starting to venture back over into the whole wear makeup game, and so I went into Sephora. Well, I went into Sephora again this week, and so I want to share with you what I picked up. We will start with my foundation. I picked up the Fenty Beauty, which variety is this? This is the Fenty Beauty Full Coverage for All Long Wear. I guess that's the name of it. But this is the bottle. This is the box. I'm sure you guys are familiar with this, but I have mine in the shade 445. I can recall several years back purchasing this when it first came out. And I think I told you guys there was no way that shade that I had, I think I had like 450 or something like that. I felt like I looked like a little chocolate chip. Well, I'm happy to say that I think I have picked up my perfect shade this time. Again, today I am wearing 445. And oh, here's the name here. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Long Wear Foundation, and I am absolutely loving it. So I picked that up. All right, also while in Sephora, I picked up the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, and I have it here in medium deep. And I used a little bit of it here around my eyes and down in the areas where I get mostly oily. All right, and so that's what I use to set my makeup today. Also in Sephora, you know how you're in line, you're at the register and you see little things like this, like things that you just absolutely have to have that you didn't know you needed until you got to the register. But this is Ole Henriksen's Glow 2 OH Dark Spot Toner. I, on last week, picked up this, or shared with you guys, the Ole Henriksen Skin Brightening Christmas Kit. And I am absolutely loving it. So I had no problems picking up this dark spot toner from Ole Henriksen. Have not used it yet, but I will absolutely let you guys know how I am loving that. I also picked up, guys, look at this packaging. You guys see that? This packaging is everything. This is Pat McGrath's Labs lipstick. It's a matte, let's see. It's a matte trance. I'm thinking that means it goes on kind of creamy. I'm actually wearing it today. So it goes on really creamy, and I think once it dries down, it looks more like a matte color, a matte formula, but it's not drying at all. This is my first time purchasing anything from Pat McGrath, but if her lipsticks are anything, you know, like this one, it will absolutely not be my last purchase from her. So this is the packaging. I love the packaging. I am a sucker for good packaging, nice packaging. I don't know if this is holiday packaging or if it always comes like this, but this is the tube, guys, just amazing. So the color that I have is called Vendetta, and again, it's what I'm wearing today, but you may not be getting an accurate look of it because I've been eating and drinking coffee, but that's the color right there. It's like a really almost velour velvety looking red, but I love it. So I picked that up. Again, this is my first purchase from Pat McGrath, but it will absolutely not be my last. So what did I get this for? I guess I had more points. So I was able to choose something from the little display there. So I picked up the Coco Cabana Cream Bum Bum Cream. I have used this before. Oh wow, there are actually two products in here. Look at that. Again, I don't know. These are great little stocking stuffers. Those of you who are always up in Sephora and you have all these crazy points, these are just great for giving to the little female in your life as a little stocking stuffer. So I got that. I was also given the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lash Brag. I am in need of some mascara, so I will try this out, see how I like it, and maybe pick it up in the full size. Look at that cute little bottle. I would love to get these as stocking stuffers, guys. I would not be upset at all if I received these as little stocking stuffers. So that's that. What else did I pick up? Let's see. I also picked up this Mario Badescu. What are these? The Mini Mist collection. I love the holiday packaging here. So in here you get the Repair and Refresh, which is the cucumber and green tea. You get the Rejuvenate and Clarify. This one is the Aloe, Herbs, and Rose Water. You also get the Brighten and De-Stress. This one has aloe, chamomile, and lavender. And then finally, you get the Uplift and Replenish, and that is the Aloe, Sage, and Orange Blossom. So as you can see, these are a great little size. Buy this bag, you have 4 stocking stuffers. So grab those. Smells amazing. And I think that is everything that I picked up and wanted to share with you all this week. Of course, I got quite a few samples here. Some Hum hair gummies. You guys will have to let me know if you've ever tried the Hum gummies. Let's see. Biotin, folic acid, B12, zinc. They're berry flavor and they're vegan. All right. I have to start purchasing those gummies. Those are pretty good.
What's up, YouTube family? Hopefully you're feeling blessed and not stressed. I am here for another pink package shout out. Today we're gonna jump right into it. Our first shout out is to Frida M out of Woodbridge, Virginia. Frida ordered a collard greens hoodie and a mac and cheese hoodie. So Frida is definitely into our tasty hoodie series. So Frida, looks like you might be doing some cooking this Thanksgiving or around some good food. Thank you so much. This looks like your first order. And again, that's Frida M out of Woodbridge, Virginia. Welcome to the family, Frida, and thank you so much for that first order. Our next shout out is Cynthia C out of Corona, California. Another collard greens hoodie. A lot of you guys, looks like, are into the food and tasty hoodies. Got a lot of good feedback last time. A lot of you guys talked about what you're going to be making this Thanksgiving and this holiday. So shout out to all of you guys that commented. The next one, Angela O, her second order, and she is out of Canal, Winchester, Ohio. Canal, Winchester, Ohio. She ordered one of Diana Ross retro tees. So welcome to the family, Angela. That is your second order. And I forgot to mention, let's see, on Cynthia C's, this is her first order. So Cynthia C out of Corona, California. Corona, yeah. It's a fun name these days. And Angela O out of Canal, Winchester, Ohio. Welcome to the family. Thank you so much. Next order, this is Friedra's. Yep, Friedra V, her third order. Thank you so much, Friedra. Yonkers, shout out to Yonkers. A lot of great music out of Yonkers. Faith over fear, so important in these days and times. Thank you so much for your third order. Shout out to Sheila S, her second order, and she is out of Akron, Ohio. Retro Shaka Khan, Retro Diana Ross, and an Africa earrings. Thank you so much. While we're on the subject of this, we talked about, we got the Diana Ross and the Shaka Khan, the retro tees that are very popular. Thank you so much, Sheila S., for ordering these retro tees. We were talking about, you know, my wife totally lost her ability to sing, which I'm happy about. So I don't have to hear that anymore. But anyway, but we were talking about, I think on one of our last videos together, you know, Mariah Carey and my wife can no longer hit those notes even close to what Mariah Carey hits. You know, we got a new season of Verses coming up. I know T.I. and Jeezy are going to do one. I saw yesterday where I think they're thinking about Tribe Called Quest and Outkast, which I think will be a good one. Rest in peace to Phife Dawg. I think that's a pretty good matchup. My wife and I were having a debate. Who could go up against Mariah Carey? The only person I said, well, you had the late, great Whitney Houston. Rest in power to Whitney. Would have been a perfect matchup. The only other person I could say hit for hit is Mary J. Blige. You know, we saw Kamala, you know, use the MJB song at the celebration when she won. That was cool. That's about the only person I could see. Mary J. and Mariah. I think those are the two true songstresses we have left that just have hit after hit that can actually sing. Very different in terms of the octave range and how they sing, but you know, both I think can match up hit for hit for hit. So again, shout out to Sheila S. She got the Shaka Khan and the Diana Ross. I saw Shaka Khan perform live at Epcot at Disney of all places. I had gone out one night by myself without my wife. She was tired and I just went to Epcot. And I didn't even know Shaka Khan was performing. But she was performing at Epcot. I got to see a whole Shaka Khan concert. Wasn't even expecting it. So that was real cool. Erica R. out of home team Covington, Georgia. First order, welcome to the family, Erica. More food hoodies, collard greens and pecan pie. Collard greens and pecan pie. Let me know in the comments while we're on the subject of pies. Pecan pie, I know we have a sweet potato pie. Sweet potato pie versus pumpkin pie. Is there a difference? I personally don't taste that much of a difference. I'm not a big, again, I talked about it in the last video, I'm not super big on holiday food. I like a good pecan pumpkin pie, but I'm not like crazy over it. I don't really see a difference in the two. My wife says there's a big difference. Let me know in the comments. Is there a big difference between the way pecan pie, not pecan, sweet potato pie and pumpkin pie? Sweet potato pie and pumpkin pie. Next up, we got LaShawn T. This is her first order. Welcome to the family of LaShawn. Out of Crest Hill, Illinois, you ordered the black hoodie. So popular in this day and time. Welcome to the family. Cassandra L., her first order, also welcome to the family, out of Dallas, Texas. Another sweet potato pie. Angela H., her fourth order. Thank you so much, Angela. Richmond, Texas, another Texas. Collard greens t-shirt. Thank you so much. Hopefully you're enjoying some collard greens, Angela, this season. And Talisha P., her first order. Welcome to the family, Talisha, out of Jacksonville. Love Jacksonville. Bought the Shirley Chisholm t-shirt. So Shirley Chisholm, before we had Kamala, we had Shirley Chisholm. Unbought, unbothered, and unbossed t-shirt. And a Diana Ross. Welcome to the family, Talisha, out of Jacksonville, first order. Welcome to the family, Cassandra L., out of Dallas, first order. A lot of first orders. And welcome to the family, another first order, LaShawn T., out of Crest Hill, Illinois. And again, Angela H. has been with us a while, 4 orders. Thank you so much, Angela. And thank you all. And I will see you on the next Pink Package shout out. What's up, YouTube family? Hopefully you're feeling blessed and not stressed. I feel blessed to be able to join you for another Pink Package shout out. It was a beautiful day here in Atlanta up to about a minute ago. It was sunny and like 74, unseasonably warm, but it was extremely humid. So of course now it is raining, but I can't complain. The weather's been pretty warm. Let's get into these shout outs. First shout out, Colita S. out of Fayetteville, Georgia, home team. Welcome to the family. No, this is your second order. So thank you so much, Colita, for your second order out of Fayetteville. You ordered 3 Lux shirts. Thank you so much, Colita. We must have done something right the first time for you to come back to us again. So thank you so much, Colita S. out of Fayetteville. First order, Mercy T. Mercy T. out of Glen Ellen, Illinois. Diana Ross retro shirt. Thank you so much, Mercy. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I think I am. Mercy T., your first order. Welcome to the family. Hopefully you will enjoy that Diana Ross retro shirt. Next one is to Naria K out of Montrose, California. Naria, that says this is your first order. Another Diana Ross retro. Thank you so much. Yvonne M, Syracuse, New York. 4th order. Thank you so much, Yvonne, for your 4th order, Afro Love. That's one of our original shirts, so we appreciate you showing that some love. Big thick package. Jennifer B, sweet potato pie hoodie. Columbus, Georgia. Semi-home team. Columbus is about 2 hours southwest of Atlanta. Been there many times. Sweet potato pie hoodie. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for placing your 2nd order with us. Wendy M, 1st order. Welcome to the family, Wendy, out of Brunswick, Georgia. Another semi-home team. Brunswick is on the coast near Savannah, Georgia. Melanin hoodie. Thank you so much, Wendy M, and welcome to the family. Your 1st order. Awesome. Bambi A out of Seguin, Texas. Welcome to the family, Bambi. This is your 1st order. Another Diana Ross. Diana Ross is popular. She is that chick. Bambi A out of Seguin, Texas. Diana Ross. And last but not least, Candy J out of North Charleston, South Carolina. 2 Lux hoodies. Thank you so much. This is your 3rd order, Candy. We appreciate it so much. Welcome, or thank you again for giving us repeat orders. And yeah, that's what else is going on. You know, obviously we thank all you guys for continuing to be customers. Like to talk to you guys about what's going on in the world. A lot going on with the news, a lot of shenanigans. I'm not gonna get into that. Let's talk about something a little bit maybe more lighthearted and less serious. I know a few videos back, I was talking about how my wife had got me kind of into this show, Love and Marriage Huntsville. You know, with us being more restricted in our movements and social activities, we're just watching more and more TV. So I kind of got into that show a little bit. I thought the dynamic between the men on the show and their wives was interesting. And then I think last week my wife was watching an interview and I caught some of it between Heavenly, who was on Married to Medicine Atlanta, and Martell, who is the husband of Melody, who is on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And what caught my attention, right? So I guess Melody and Martell, well, I know they've been having marriage difficulties mainly because Martell had basically been cheating on her for a while, and even gotten the mistress pregnant, apparently. And what irritated me look, this is no shade. I would speak this to Martell as like someone older that's been married probably longer, that's probably a little bit older. Just a few drops of wisdom to all the young brothers out there that are getting married. So it's pouring down raining, y'all. And I need to turn the camera around. There's literally a guy, he's gonna pass by skateboarding in a tank top. He just passed by. You see the pouring rain? You see him passing by, skateboarding and pouring down raining with a tank top and just having the time of his life. Like I want that guy's lifestyle. Like I want to be that happy and carefree. But anyway, what irritated me, well, I won't say what irritated me because I'm not going to judge anybody. The advice I would give to these younger brothers, and it's too late for Martell, just be careful taking credit for things you're supposed to do. Throughout the interview, and from what I've seen of him, he kept saying, almost trying to justify his stepping out on his wife by saying, well, I'm a good father. I was doing this, that, and the third around the house while my wife was working. And I think some of that's okay. You know, I think it's okay to point out that, hey, I'm a good parent, I'm a hardworking parent. But I think we got to be careful too, taking credit of things that we're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? It's like, those children weren't adopted. Those weren't his stepchildren. Those were his biological children. So the fact that you're taking care of your own biological children is only going to take you so far. You shouldn't really get credit for that. And it certainly is not an excuse to be unfaithful to your wife. You know, I don't think Melody could have gone out and gotten pregnant by another guy and be like, well, I'm a good mom. You know, we just got to be careful as guys with double standards. I've never been a big fan of double standards. I also think there's a double standard, and I get some of this from him, where you can't have your wife in a traditional role where she cooks and cleans and does all the traditional stuff but still goes to work. I don't have a problem with traditional roles per se, but if your expectation, because I think one of his excuses was she didn't cook all the time. Your wife can't cook all the time and work 40 hours a week. I think if you want the traditional stay-at-home wife, and my wife would stay at home for a long time, and really still is, you know, she does the entrepreneurial stuff, but she's still, you know, a partial stay-at-home wife, then she can't work. You can't have your wife, she's a nurse or a teacher or a doctor or a lawyer working 40, 50, 60 hours a week and then come home and do all the cooking and all the cleaning and take care of the kids, right? You're gonna have to step up, or you're gonna have to hire help, or she's just gonna be cranky and angry and tired all the time. So a little bit of that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I just see the role of women changing. I'm so proud of Black women and what you guys are continuing to accomplish. And I want us as Black men, especially the younger generation, to really step up to the plate. And that's not to say that we aren't. I think in large part we are. I think you get a lot of bad press about Black men, but I do think, you know, seeing that interview, that's just what I would counsel him and say is, look, guy, look, buddy, you can't, that's not a reason, right? You can't just be like, oh, I'm a good father, so, and you didn't cook, so I was justified in cheating, and even going so far as getting another woman pregnant. Like, it doesn't mix with me. Also in the interview, I think he accused her of being unfaithful also, but he didn't talk about it on the show. He didn't provide any evidence. It was very nuanced. He didn't come out and say she cheated on me with this person at this time in this way. It was very much, I'm just gonna throw a shadow of doubt, throw it out there and see if anybody catches it, but it wasn't anything concrete. So that's my take on it, just as somebody that's been married for 20 years, a little bit older, a little bit of wisdom for any of you younger guys that are watching. Just go into marriage these days, understanding that we're living in the 21st century. Traditional is fine, but you have to be able to support that traditional role. And that's all I have to say on the subject. This may or may not be my last pink package shout out of the week. I'm not sure. But either way, thank you guys for listening to me. Leave your comments. Your comments and responses are always valued, even if you disagree. Hey, let us know. Just do it respectfully. And I will see you guys on the next pink package shout out. What's up, YouTube family? Hopefully you're feeling blessed and not stressed. It is a beautiful, gorgeous day, as you can see here in Atlanta. 62 degrees, sunny, not a cloud in the sky. We got one more pink package shout out for this week. It barely made the cutoff. Jill J out of Louisville, Kentucky, your first order. Thank you so much, Jill, for blessing us with your first order. Welcome to the family. You ordered a Luxe hoodie. And again, appreciate you joining so much, Jill. As we close out, a little bit of a personal announcement from my family. Our son, Chase, has been accepted to his first choice college with a full academic scholarship. We're so proud of him. We're also so proud of ourselves as parents for getting him through the process. I've often talked about, I see now the bookends of parenthood I talk about are the most difficult. The bookends being the baby toddler phase is obviously difficult. And then that late teenage phase, 16, 17, 18, where you're trying to get them out of the house. We're finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. We also got so many encouraging words from a lot of you that have children that have gone off to college or are out of the house now that said, yep, we get it. That is a tricky phase, but our kids are out and successful. So congratulations to you guys. Thanks for all the funny stories you guys told us in the comments and words of encouragement. I also want to give a shout out. You know, parenthood these days comes in a lot of different forms, right? You have, you know, a lot of single moms. In the last video, I talked about, you know, the strength of Black women. I was talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville and how Black women are really doing their thing these days. And the men really need to step up. So a shout out to all you single moms, Black or otherwise, you know, non-traditional family. Shout out to all of you guys, quote unquote, non-traditional, single dads, right? All of you guys, proud of you. You're doing your thing. Keep the faith. There is a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow. And I will see you guys on next week's Pink Package Shout Out.